Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So we're sticking to the oil theme in today's trading, seeing where the next opportunity lies for not only crude oil but Brent as well. After you've probably heard OPEC's surprise production cut of over 1 million barrels per day has seen oil markets bounce quite significantly. Big gaps in the market as well over the weekend, and what's now turning out to be what looks like a runaway gap in the sense that we're not looking at any reversal points at the moment. Fully fledged upside movement for oil, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. You have to factor in other things in the economy as well, such as China reopening, less Russian oil and gas being available due to Western sanctions on the country. And we're seeing now this 2 month high on the West Texas Intermediate oil really starting to give us a bigger picture of what is to come for the rest of the year. So, will OPEC have any more surprises? Will this actually affect the Fed as well, especially with the NFP coming up on Friday? And are we going to see any more really big tightening on the Fed's monetary policy? So many questions to be asked due to this big production cut news. And where do we go from here? Well, as I said, looking on the charts, first of all, we've got crude oil got on the 4 hour chart in the beginning because just want to go into intraday analysis. And what we're looking at the moment, as you can see, this gap that's turned into, as I said, a bit of a runaway gap because we saw prices spike quite significantly on yesterday's open above $81. Then we saw what was supposedly a little bit of a cutback on this big bullish momentum. But as you can see from the last few hours on the 4 hour chart, we're seeing now prices start progressively going higher. So we're seeing this last top of roughly about the mid $81 range being the next resistant point, because if we can eclipse that, then we're looking at prices that we haven't seen since January. And then before that, as you can see, we saw the price of oil jumping over $100 a barrel, and this was before the unfortunate Russia-Ukraine conflict. So are we heading back to those higher highs in the near term? Well, as you can see from the chart, we very choppy motion for most of this year, and we were waiting for the next signal. We had the breakdown below the $70 level for the first time in quite a while, and this happened in, well, just a few weeks ago. But since then, as you can see, progressively moving higher from the mid 60 to the $80 range. $15 move in just a few weeks is quite significant, especially for bulls as they're looking for the next move to the upside. So, with that being said, let me know what you think for crude oil. We're going to be posting these videos like we do on our Telegram and YouTube page. We just need to see where the next level is for crude, because every time we get a big bounce in the market, there is also that worry of a reversal, sellers attracting more sellers going into the market. But with this particular scenario, we're just seeing that we might eclipse the previous high, even though, as you can see on the RSI, we are vastly overbought. And this is giving a lot of traders a worry that there could be a harsh reversal. But we'll have to start getting to these particular levels, roughly around the top end of 78 or $79 to give us more impetus that there will be a reversal. So this is what we're looking at the moment. And as I said, any big news, fundamental news events in the market that really propel prices can start moving even higher. Just a quick look on Brent as well. Pretty much similar picture. We've had this gap that's pretty much running away now, and we're seeing now prices really start moving to the upside. Again, the last top will become the previous, well, the next resistance, sorry, and that will give us prices that we haven't seen in a few weeks. But Brent's a little bit different than crude because we have had these higher highs in the near term as well. Crude oil didn't get these particular highs since January. We've had these little tips from March and February, and then the most recent high you could say was back in January. So it's a bit less choppy on Brent. We did have this decline, but then we have this propulsion and over $15-20 as well on Brent. So it's just a little bit different. However, same theme applies. We're just looking at where the next move to the upside will be, and obviously, as usual, keep you posted on any big moves in the market, and if oil will actually go to not only $90 but $100 by the end of this quarter, as a lot of economists are looking at the moment. So we'll let you know what's happening. So stick with us, stay ahead, and trade responsibly, and I'll see you next time around. Bye for now.